Welcome to another video, and this time we're looking at another Excel topic, which is VLOOKUPs. Okay, so what is a VLOOKUP? Well, a VLOOKUP allows us to automatically look up values. So say you select an option, it will bring in another bit of data for you and populate another cell. So for instance, what I'd like here is a drop down of all the products, okay, that we've got here. And when I choose a product, I want it to automatically bring through a price. Okay, so how does that all work? Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to create or find the data for all this to work. So if we go into the data tab, you can either create this yourself or it might have well been created for you. We've got a very simple data table. We've got a list of fruit and we've got some prices here. And the idea being that we look up a product, say an orange, and when we select orange, it brings through the price automatically. The first thing we need to do to help us is to create a data table. And we do that by highlighting the information that we need to use. So all of this, all of these are part of the data table. Okay, and you highlight it, and then in here we actually call the table a name. So I'm going to call it fruit, so it's really obvious. You could have another one over here called something else, another one over here, and so on. And that will come in later. So if you highlight that, you can see it's called fruit. Back in here, we want a drop down of all of the products. Okay, and that's using another feature of Excel, which is the list feature. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go to data validation. And what data validation allows us to do is to say that I only want certain types of data to be available for the person to choose, and that allows us to iron out errors and so on. So I want a list. I want a list of products. So it says here, okay, you want a list, you want to drop down. Where is this list? Okay, so the list is here. Here is the list. Okay, here is the list of the fruit. Okay, so I press that, highlight that, press OK, and now we have a drop down. Okay, so we have a drop down like that. And before we start, what we can do is we can copy that drop down, okay, and copy it down to the rest of them. Okay, so we've got drop downs everywhere. So I've got apple, I could choose something else, an orange, and then I can choose other things if I want to. Okay, so I can choose different things and they appear. And what we're trying to do is that when we choose grapes here, it automatically brings through the price of grapes. Okay, so how does that work? And that is what a VLOOKUP is. It's going to look up a data table and allow us to choose certain bits of data from it. So let's start that. So equals VLOOK. Okay, so you automatically get this function called VLOOKUP. Double click, okay, and it says okay. So VLOOKUP, what do you want to look up in a table that we're going to look up? And it says, well, we want to look up whatever appears in this cell. Okay, so the value is going to be C6. Okay, let me just get rid of that. What have I done? So equals VLOOKUP. Okay, C6. Okay, and if you need to follow this format here, so lookup value is C6, whatever is in this cell here. Okay, put a comma in, and it says, okay, you want to look up C6, and where is this data table you want to look up? Well, what's it called? Well, we called it fruit, didn't we? Fruit. And then the column another comma, and then it says, okay, well, what column data do you want to bring? So you found the fruit table. Do you want to bring the first column in or the second column? And if you remember, the first column had the name of the fruit and the second one had the price. Well, we want the price, so that's column 2. And we want an exact match, so we put false in there. Put a close bracket after it, and there we go, 99p. So grapes 99p, and to show you it works, if I change grapes to, I don't know, 77p, okay, that automatically comes in there. So pear, okay, and I can choose, well, that's not going to work, but if I go here, orange, as you can see it's changing, apple, and it's looking up this table and bringing through the value. This is column 1, that's column 2. Okay, so if we look at that formula, equals VLOOKUP, C6, look up into C6 in the fruit table, bring back through the second column and make sure it's an exact match. Now how do we make that happen for all of them? Well, we can just do Control C and then paste those down. Okay, and there's nothing there because it says NA because there's no value there, so 60p. Okay, so that allows you to create a VLOOKUP. Okay, and it's sometimes sensible also to have a product called none and 0p as well. That's the problem we've got there. So if we put in none, 0p. So we can copy and paste this down here and this will work. So none, and we can then just add some more in, grapes, apple, orange, and so on. And let's choose another one, banana. Okay, and then you can carry on with the rest of your table. But that's a VLOOKUP at its simplest. Thanks for watching.